Located 4154 Colbath Avenue, Sherman Oaks, California. Zip code is 91423. We're performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch mainline cleanout on the side of the house toward the rear. We're going to run through this cleanout, and there is another mainline cleanout on this side of the house, which is the west side of the house, and we probably will run right through that area. We may not have to go down that one. We'll probably run right through that area. So let's take a look. This is the far northwest corner of the house. And that is going toward the south front part of the house, southwest end. We're going to run through this 4-inch mainline cleanout. It appears that they've installed a new ABS plastic sewer line, so we'll take a look at it. Well, this looks to be in good shape so far. Making a little bit of a turn here. Going out. Now we're coming into another transition. I'm going to take a look real quick and see if we see the light at that spot. We're going to run through this area. Make another turn. We're going downward now. We're going in, I believe, what looks to be the 6-inch lateral, which from the look of it appears to have been sleeved, and you see the markings on the side. Especially here you can kind of tell. This may be the 4 to 6 area. It looks like it increases right here. And back further, it looks like part of the 4-inch may have been lined. We'll run through this. We should have about 30 feet before we get to the city sewer. And we're starting to turn and go into the city sewer. So yes, they did have this section of 6-inch and part of the 4-inch line. Kind of see it gets wrinkled a little bit in the turn, but it looks like it's adhering. Doesn't appear to be brand new. Appears to be possibly anywhere from 5 to 10 years old, but appears to be in good condition. Don't see any problems with it. There's the city sewer. You can see the water running through. Pull back in. Everything looks good here. They went right up to the city sewer saddle, tying connection with the liner. You're not supposed to go quite that far with the liner, but in some respects it helps the homeowner. If they lap it just a little bit like this, then you don't end up with root intrusion there. The liner looks to be in Really good condition. I don't see any gaps. Don't see any bubbles in it where it's separated from the clay. All of this looks to be in really good condition. All the ABS plastic looks good. Kind of difficult to tell because you're in a turn, but in the upper right hand corner you see a dark spot. Looks like maybe a little crack and a little tear in the liner, but it could just be stained as well. It's very difficult to tell because you're in a turn. There's no root intrusion. I don't see any problems, so it's not something that I'd be concerned about at this point in time. It gets dark just from it's originally a white colored lining. Now we're coming back up through 4-inch back into the ABS plastic, and the transition looks to be real good. There's no root intrusion, no separations. Everything, all the joints look good. Looks like it was put together properly. This transition looks to be really good. All the fittings look to be good and tight. No issues, no problems here. Probably one of the better sewer lines that I've seen in time, even a new one. A lot of times they aren't put together where the fittings are butted up nice and tight and nice and clean. A little bit of debris in the line right there, that'll wash right through. These fittings are joined right back to the back of the fitting. Whoever cut it looked like they did a pretty good job. We're going to pull out of this clean out now, and we're going to just run through the second clean out that's in the middle of the yard going toward the front of the house. We're going to run through that area real quick. Okay, now we're set up. We're set up toward the clean out in the middle of the house on the west end of the property, west end of the house. There's a little office room or guest house. The water main's right here on the side of the house. Main line clean. This one's down in a box where the other one was just raised up out of the ground. So we're going to run through this one now real quick. And it's all ABS plastic. This one joint was offset just a little tiny bit because it was pulled pipe. It looks like they pulled a trench pipe more than likely, but there's no root intrusion, not really holding much water, so I think it'll be fine. Right through the same area and right down into the liner. Same area that was lined. city sewer. Rinse the camera head off and then we'll pull back slower. The sewer line comes from the back of the house toward the front of the house and then hits this area where the cleanout is and makes a turn and goes out to the street right here. All this looks to be in good condition. We ran through all this area already. I just wanted to check and see what the clean out looked like. This piece of pipe from here, it looks like out toward the city sewer area. Back to our transition from the liner back of the AVS, which we've already gone through. A little bit of debris in there, so we look to be okay. Sewer line looks to be in good condition. Don't foresee any problems with this for many, many years. That concludes our video sewer inspection.